Well, at the Crosley show last week, I went to Service Motors. I needed some parts for the horn on my pre-war, and I needed the little black button. I already had the nut, but they didn't have the little pigtail that goes down with the wire that goes down through the steering column. It has the spring and all that on it. If you've not paid much attention when you had these apart, you know that there's a copper or brass cup that fits down in the end of that steering column, and then that little plastic piece on the back of the connector rides against the spring. Well, so we got to use something that conducts electricity well. Of course, brass and copper do that. So what I done, I thought, well, I can do this myself. So what I done, I looked around my junk box and I had a brass air fitting. You can see the end on it right there, an M-style fitting. I chucked that in the lathe and turned it down so it would fit in the steering column. And of course, I left a rim on it so it doesn't go all the way into the column. Went through my box of springs and I found the spring that will work. I've played around with it and I've cut it to length. Now for the plastic piece, and what that's for really is to keep the back side of this insulated from hitting the inside of the steering column or the spring, and shorten it out. The way a horn works, if you short it out, it goes on and it won't come out until you stop the short. So I took an old Bic pencil or ink pen and I cut me a little piece off of it right there. I played around with that, trimmed it down. I think it's going to work fine. Of course, you'll know that when it's all done and said, the spring will be inside and then the button will ride on top of the plastic piece like that. What I'll do when I get it all working lined up before I put it all together the last time, I'll mix up some epoxy and turn that on there. Now I'll pause this and show you one last little item. Now obviously I need something to crimp on the end of the wire and solder to make that connection when the button's pushed to the end of the steering column, which grounds it out and makes the horn work. I went through my stuff, and this is something we use in the canvas business. It's the back side of a durable dot connector. This one happens to be for military use, and it's solid brass with a little black anodizing put on it. I'll take Scotch-Brite and get that anodizing off of it so it's got a good ground. But I can run the wire through that back side, solder to that, and that'll be the part that the little horn button pushes against when it's all done and said, just like that. All right, I'm going to start working on putting it together, and I'll film some more later. Okay, got that little brass piece soldered on, crimped and soldered. You can see the plastic piece in behind it. You see the brass cup that I made to go in there. I'll put all back together and we'll see how it goes. Well, there it is. Now, you didn't hear a horn beeping for a very good reason. I don't have one yet for this car. Pre-war horns are real hard to come by. But I put a continuity tester on it and it will work. Now, on the hunt for a new horn. Well, that's it, guys. Sometimes you can do things yourself and it works out just fine.